YieldMax has submitted a 10-to-1 reverse split for ULTY. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Isaiah, and in this video I'm going to talk about my plans for ULTY. But if you're new to the channel, this is an income generating account where our goal is to collect at least $700 every single week. We do this through selling cash secured puts, selling covered calls, doing credit spreads, and finally collecting dividends from high yielders such as now COYY, TSYY, and YBIT. So let's take a look at ULTY. We currently have 2,000 shares. At my peak, I had a little bit over 5,000 shares, but I've been selling them off as they continue to come down. So reverse splits. I have been trading and investing for about 16 years or so, and in my time, I've seen a number. Some make no changes, some actually benefit, and unfortunately, in my personal opinion, I think this one is going to hurt a little bit. But before I say that, guys, always remember my trades are my opinions, and they should never be taken as financial advice. So here's why. ULTY does a 10-to-1 split. Okay, so now the share price is $41. We now have 200 shares in the distribution that just paid out 6 cents, multiplies by 10, pays out 60 cents. Perfect, everything's the same. Well, this share price ran down over the last year. Why wouldn't it run down again? Now, I do know they made some big moves. They made some nice changes, and I do like them, adding some more stable positions. But, in my opinion, I don't think that is going to stop the share price from decreasing. So now we have 200 shares, and rather than a $40 ETF, it's now trading at $30. So our original $8,000 is now $6,000 in value. And then another couple months go by and it drops down to $20. And we still have the 200 shares and it's valued at about $4,000. And just like that, we've lost half our share value. And as the share price decreases, the distribution rate is going to decrease, just like it has since, even since the prospectus change in March. It continues to go down as the share price has gone down. We peaked at around 10 and now we're in 6. So it happens. So again, that's just my personal opinion and that's what I have seen in the past. I don't know if that will actually happen, but that's what my prediction is. So here's what I'm going to do with ULTY in the upcoming week. Before I do that, I want to give a quick shout out to the wonderful Premium Generals. It's a private group where I post exclusive content such as educational videos on how to sell a cash secured put, how to sell a covered call, how to do a credit spread, how to do a debit spread, and also every trade that I make, when I make it, I make sure the Premium Generals are in the know. Right when I make that trade, I send it to them. On top of that, any portfolio updates I make, especially with, selling ULTY, what I did with some of the money and things like that, my plans for future with the account, everything goes through the Premium Generals. On top of that, you get to be in every single video. So it sounds like a win to me. It's $10. Come check it out. See your face in the videos. Maybe you'll learn something as well. Join us on this educational journey. It's a lot of fun. And I also do have a Fiverr. I'll put that link in the description. If you're interested in a little bit more one-on-one option selling education, we'll jump on phone calls, things like that. I will put that link in the description as well. But subscribe to the channel, leaving likes, that is a tremendous help, my friends, as we work our way towards 5,000 subscribers. And with that being said, let's get back in that video. Okay, so we are back here in ULTY. I currently have 2,000 shares. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sell off 1,500 shares. That'll leave me with 500 shares, and that's been my goal, to get a little bit other income investor generators into this portfolio, buying 500 shares as the max. I like that amount. I'm okay with it. It still gives me enough skin in the game to see how the new positions in ULTY pay off, how the reverse split does, and that'll take that down to 50 shares. But still, with that 1,500 share sell-off, that's going to be about $6,000 of cash. The first thing I'm going to do is get the remaining 195 shares of CLM, which will cost me, how much would that cost? 195 shares will cost me about $1,500. So then I'm going to have around $4,500 to identify some other high yielders. I've been looking at some of the round hill funds. I do always like to say, guys, selling options, in my opinion, is the best way to generate income. Look at all these option positions I have open. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Love selling options. It allows me to diversify the portfolio quite a bit. So when we have down weeks, it doesn't really bother me that much because I'm in so many different sectors. And I love it. But anyway, I still do want to have some high-yielding dividend funds in this account. Round hill is pretty intriguing to me, guys. I'm not going to lie. I have not been in any round hill yet. I don't really want to get in any more yield maxes. I don't really want to get into any more yield boosts or the granite shares. I want to get some round hill. So let me know in the comments, guys, what your thoughts are on some of the round hill funds. What's your personal favorites? I know some of my premium generals have listed a couple, which I've definitely enjoyed what I've read about them. But I would love to pick up some ideas from anyone else who's definitely been in round hill. And if you have been in round hill, let me know if you've been in it for over a year and what your thoughts are. Yield max, over a year investing, great payouts, bad share price. So round hill, is it the same results? Do you have the same where it's, big payouts, bad share price, or do you have something different? Less payout, stable share price. Love to know. Love to hear from people that have been invested into it for about a year or so and see what their thoughts are. My personal opinion, I don't really want to get in funds that have been created in the last couple of months because I always think they're going to IPO a little bit higher than they're actually worth, and they'll come down a little bit. So I'd like some that have been in the market for about a year at least, and it'll really give me an idea on what to look at. And I'm still going to have these other yield max funds in my account, the granite funds. I'm just probably not going to invest any more to them, so I know their share prices will decrease, but by holding them long enough, I do believe I will get my return on capital in those. And again, I don't have near as much invested in them as I did ULTY. So that's my personal plan. I'd love to hear what everyone else's thoughts are. I posted a little video this morning in the premium group on a little bit more in-depth on why I think the share price of ULTY will go down, but I did a quick overview here. Again, that's my personal opinion, guys. I don't know what's going to happen. That's just been my experience as an investor for over a decade on when I see the reverse splits, whenever I see them in buy right heavy yielding funds, they go down in price after the split. But more stable positions, those ones that are yielding like 8-10% a year, I never see much of a difference. So again, you have to play it. Each fund is a little bit different, and they have different approaches. Again, ULTY is making some changes, and I think they're trying to make some good moves, and that's why I'm willing to keep those 500 shares in there. I still want to see what they can do, and heck, after it drops down to 50 shares, maybe it pays out really well for a while and I end up making a ton of money on ULTY over the next couple of years. Who knows? That's the thrill of it. We live, we learn, and you never quite learn as much in investing as you do when you lose on a position. And I still think I actually made out on ULTY, but I am going to export my Robinhood history and post in the premium group what I actually did on ULTY. I don't know when I'm going to do that, maybe in the next week or so, to see how I actually fared in the position. Because to be honest, I don't really know. I know it's paid out quite a bit, but has it paid out enough? And with that being said, guys, I do appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you in the next one.